Spoiler alert, spoiler alert. The following video will contain spoilers from the Flash episode Trajectory. So, spoiler warning, anyone that does not want anything spoiled or ruined for them, stop watching now. Everybody here, hey guys, Dave here. I'm sorry I'm late. I had every intention of recording and uploading this video on Wednesday, but I've unfortunately, even after I've been sick, I have just, my energy's been crashing. I started having pain that I was fighting on and off for decades and stuff. I thought I'd beaten a while back, but it came back. And I think I actually caught a low-level bug that might have actually been making me wiped. I tried to do this video yesterday, but after I got home from work, I was so exhausted I just crashed. I had every intention to do this darn thing, but I was just wiped out, guys, so sorry about that. I'm feeling a bit better today. We'll just have to see how things go, and hopefully, fingers crossed, I'll be getting better here. So, after a 3-week hiatus, we finally get new episodes back, and it goes right into Barry trying to train to become faster. It's all about becoming faster to beat Zoom or Reverse Flash or whatever. And they attempt a canyon jump. Now, I wanted to ask, where the hell is Central City located? That it's right out in the bay from a large body of water, like an ocean, but it's also up close where there's freaking waterfalls and a canyon. Where is this place? I want to know. Freaking Vancouver. Anyway. So, Barry tries to make a speed jump across and does not make it. Thankfully, Cisco, a bunch of drones, and a net catches him. And they've just been getting frustrated. They've been trying for a week to try to get better, but he seemed to be plateauing. And we also find out that Dr. Wells from Earth 2 likes Kanye West. That's an interesting twist. Well, anyway, with all this going on, we find out that the Team Flash decides, okay, it's time to take a break. Let's go out, hit the club. They even get young Jessie to go along with, but no alcohol for her because she's still underage. And everything's kind of fun. Wells gives Jessie his metahuman detector just in case, which keeps going off every time Barry touches her. She goes to try to deactivate the thing and ends up finding the journal entry that he had been leaving to try to get Jessie back. And she's a bit shocked that her father is willing to do anything and sell out anyone possible to help her. Meanwhile, a streak of yellow lightning comes bursting in and robs the club blind. Of course, a greater crime might be the fact that we get to see Cisco Ramon dancing, and as awkward as he might be, we get to find out that although in the 1980s Justice League Detroit, the original vibe was a breakdancer, Cisco Ramon was in no way ever a breakdancer, so we find that out. But yes, it looks like the Flash has just robbed the place. Barry goes after the person, but is actually able to run faster than him, and also blows out every electrical circuit around. So that seemed to be an interesting clue. The newspaper that Iris works for, the new editor wants a story pretty much going J. Jonah Jameson all over Flash, saying that, well, he's gone monster and don't believe it, so obviously he's gone rogue. She's doing everything she can to try to convince him that this isn't the case. And, well, it becomes a little bit awkward. It looks like there might even be some possible romantic interludes there. Everyone's falling for Iris, man, I'm telling you. It's interesting. Well, anyway, they're trying to find out more about the speedster. They're trying to figure out how she got her powers, and Caitlin announces that she tried to contact a colleague at Mercury Labs in order to try to break down some of the formulas for the velocity drugs. It's the only place where she could have gotten her powers from. So they go to try to find this person. Everything seems on the up and up, but turns out the drugs have given her a split personality. A superpower giving someone a split personality who happens to be a speedster. Why does this sound familiar? Oh, I think I might have covered this in one of my J videos. Anyway, it turns out that looks like she actually is developing a bit of this, and she eventually takes her last dose and figures out that, well, since the people from Star Labs gave her the formula first, why they're going to go ahead and try to go for it and try to take that out. Well, meanwhile, Barry finally finds out about the Velocity 9, and finding out that Jay kept it a secret because of his cellular degeneration and didn't want him get broken down. He kept talking about that, and everyone's saying, okay, this drug, we have it here, but it's a bad idea. We don't want you to take it because we don't want you to die. And Barry's getting ticked off because every other speedster is proving him wrong as far as for being the fastest man alive. Everyone's catching this, and he's getting ticked off. But even Dr. Wells is saying, look, if you do this, then you're cheating. You're taking a crutch, and just you're going to be detrimental to your own self. Improve your way and don't just cheat like everyone else is doing, because that makes them the cheaters. Interesting little thing there. So eventually, Trajectory ends up locking Barry into one of the cells, takes Jesse hostage, has him working on Velocity 9, and she isn't really sure that it's going to be the real thing, so injects Jesse with Velocity 9. But it's pure. She ends up freaking seizing, and it takes a blood transfusion from Dr. Wells to save her. Of course, things are already stressed because Jesse already confronted Harrison about the things he's willing to do to save her, and she's already kind of feeling doubtful. But when she wakes up, she's already feeling like she didn't even hesitate to give Trajectory this dangerous drug. He just did it to save her. She didn't want to be a part of that. She also wanted to go out and explore the city, so that was, eventually what she ends up doing. Eventually they find Trajectory causing all kind of havoc, damaging a bridge, trying to take people out on it. And Flash manages to rescue the people, but she destroys the bridge, and he now reaches a new plateau where he has to get Mach 3.3 in order to clear the chasm. And he manages to focus and do it. So apparently there's a lot of plateaus that a lot of things that Barry has to overcome something in himself. So that's kind of cool. He ends up catching Trajectory and saying, look, I know it seems like that you need this, but it's destroying you. And he's trying to save her. That's the thing about it. I mean, these people are dangerous. They're out of their minds, but he's still trying to help them. That's a cool hero to me. Because there have been times I have been less than forgiving about my enemies. God knows I still want some of them under a railroad track. But I digress. He's trying to get through to her. He's trying to be that hope. And she ends up ejecting herself, running off. And he notices that as she's running, her lightning's turning blue. Kind of like Zoom. But she ends up running so fast that she disintegrates while running. I mean, it just becomes a horror show. So, once again, this proves the Velocity 9 is dangerous. Don't take that stuff. And they start putting two to two together about the fact that Jay was having cellular degeneration due to Velocity 9, and he was also getting speed bursts like Zoom. Vibe also had been getting Cisco had been getting various vibes going on throughout the episode, and it seemed like every time he got close to Jay's helmet, he'd break out the helmet from the case, hand it to him, and Cisco reveals that yes, Jay is Zoom. Barry runs off to a chasm, screams at it because he feels betrayed again. Why does this keep happening to him? It sucks. Next week it's going to lead up to the episode Flashback, which it looks like it's going to be going back in time, trying to change some things, and we get a new enemy coming up next week called the Time Wraith. So that's going to be pretty cool. And, I'm so glad to have my weekly fix of the Flashback. It's going to be cool. I'm looking forward to seeing it again. It's... like I said, the show has definitely become one of the most exciting. In fact, I'm working on an idea for a new parody song that I came up with the first set of the verses for it. I've got to work on the second and maybe a little bit on the hook on the end there. But I'm working on it right now, so I want to hopefully get that done before Leesburg Comic-Con. So in the next couple weeks, hopefully keep an eye out for my new parody song. So it should be kind of cute and get your toes tapping. All I got to say is Psy keeps providing the best songs to make parodies to. But overall, it was a pretty decent episode. And here's the thing that ticks me off. In the Silver Age, I remember seeing a cover of a comic where there was a woman in a black and green outfit, short hair, that was running along the cover, and I said, it's impossible. This is a woman that's faster than Flash. That seems to be a theme that they also used in here. I don't know who this woman is. I have tried looking it up. I cannot find it. I can never find the comic book that this was in. All I can know is the cover, and it's existed, but I can never find anything about that woman that was in it. But apparently she was a one-off and may have died in that too, so I don't know. If you guys can find that for me, I'd appreciate it. Oh, and also, got some bad news coming up. I am intending to do a review for the Supergirl Flash crossover episode, World's Finest. However, I'm scheduled to work that night, so I'm going to miss it Monday night. I won't be able to see it until Tuesday morning when I get to see it on demand, so I have to avoid Facebook and YouTube and stuff spoiling anything for me for over 12 hours until I get to watch it the next day. So, it ticks me off. But it happens, so just to see what happens here. And I'd appreciate if you guys don't try commenting on my video that night to say what everything... The only prediction I can really make about it is I still think that Barry is going to bring the term metahuman to Supergirl. That's my prediction. And I truly believe this, so I think it's going to happen. We'll just have to keep an eye out and see what happens. So, overall trajectory, good episode. It's great to see it back, but the simplicity of figuring out that Jay was Zoom and whatever, it was simplistic. It was like a temporal echo thing all over again. You know how much I didn't like that, but it was okay, and at least now the team is starting to piece things together. And given that the season finale is going to be coming up in May, we've got just a few more episodes in here to relish and enjoy, so keep an eye out. So I liked it. Definitely it was a cool thing to see, and it's cool to see the frustration that Barry's having with all these other speedsters proving him wrong as far as for being the fastest man alive, but they're doing kind of cheating. He's becoming steadily faster, so that's a good thing. So we'll have to see what happens here. But we still don't know who the Man in the Iron Mask is. We still don't know that, and we don't know how Barry's going to end up going back to Earth 2 since the speed cannon's been shut down. And I don't know where the time part is, where he's going back in time next week. But where does that fall time-wise for the Supergirl crossover? I don't know this, and these are questions I want to know, dang it! Anyway, I liked it. Looking forward to next week. What did you guys think? Please like, comment, subscribe, share, pass this bad boy around. Tell me what you guys think here. And until next time, Dave signing off. Peace. Yum, yum.